First off, Alex is a high schooler. Alex, way to go.
Hi, my name is Alex Busey. I'm going to be a senior at Breeden Mid-Park. I was baptized when I was in 3rd grade and recently did the engaged trip, but at that time I wasn't really took it seriously. I never really took my relationship with Christ. I just did it just to did it. I've been attending Grace my entire life. I never really took God seriously or cared for that matter. It was just another thing that's there. My goal in life was to find happiness. I was really never a cheerful kid. I didn't have very many friends. One of the reasons was I had a mental illness called ADHD that made me talk more than the usual kid, which often annoying people, and many people wouldn't really enjoy my company. I did not like myself. I hated myself. This was my first search to begin to start for happiness. I began search by stealing things at a young age. I was 12 years old when I began to walk into stores with a backpack, filled up items from the store, and sometimes the items I would steal were very pointless, like sometimes they were food. I remember one time stealing batteries. Why? I guess I enjoyed that initial rush of stealing things. During this time, I was 12 years old. This is when I first tried alcohol. I never really liked alcohol, but I loved feeling different, and I love that thing of being intoxicated, of not being myself because I didn't like myself. I continued this till I was caught by my parents, thankfully not by the police. And about this age, I was 14 when I first was introduced to pot. It was the beginning of freshman year when I first tried it, and I was a big sports person. I played football, wrestled, track, and as soon as I started smoking, I threw all that away because I'd rather get high during practice. It was love at first sight, and I began to smoke daily. I would steal from my friends and family to be able to buy it. This came to a halt when I was caught at school with pot and was expelled for the rest of the year because I brought it to school. I was put on probation, but still smoked, so I was put into a detention home for a couple weeks, followed by an inpatient rehab where I stayed the place for 45 days. I got clean, and as soon as I got off papers, I went right back to it, and still my life was miserable. I found out weed didn't make me happy, so I tried the next best thing, and I thought making quick money would be the best thing, so I started selling weed. This didn't satisfy me either, so I just continued what I was doing, selling and smoking, and I just continued to search. During this time, I first found LSD, a psychedelic drug. I really enjoyed that. I had a habit of it, but I did it about once a month, and of course I still was not happy. Then I thought to myself, I'm alone, all I need is a girlfriend. A girlfriend is what I need, keep me company, and that would make me happy. I started to wrestle again during this year, but I didn't do too well as I went to practice high almost every practice. And so I thought I was lonely, so I began to have sex at the age of 16 after taking all the purity classes because I thought this would make me happy. This was the one thing I needed. And I was, of course, still miserable. I wasn't sure what was wrong with me because I had everything. I had the key to happiness, I had money, I had drugs, and I was having sex. But I just still couldn't be satisfied, and during doing all these things, it gave me this 80% of satisfaction that only made me want to chase that extra 20% that, of course, would never come. I figured the sadness would pass if I smoked more, made more money, and hung out with my girlfriend having sex daily, and of course, that did not make me happy. I continued this till about March when I hit rock bottom as my girlfriend cheated on me, and during the same week, I was arrested for possession again. During this time, I began my relationship with Christ because I didn't know what else to do. I was alone, and I was willing to do anything just to get out of that period of my life. And during this time, I really wasn't sure if God was there, if He really existed, and so I began to pray. I prayed 3 times. I just prayed for Him to show me a sign, to show me He was there. The first 2 times I prayed, He showed me something, but of course, me being stubborn, I thought it was just coincidences, like it was a creak in a wall. I remember getting a text, just a random text, but then I remember the 3rd time it really hit me. The 3rd time I looked around my room, and I saw this spider web that looked exactly like a cross, and I just lost it. And it just made me realize if God's there, then all this Bible stuff must be real. And I realized God just would not allow me to be happy with materialism. He got me out of the hole I dug myself into, and when I recently went to a gay trip, I was baptized, and I plan to start my life over. I've been living my way, and I want to start living by God's way. And I'm up here today because I really don't want anyone to go through what I did, because I learned you cannot be satisfied with anything in this life. Materialism. realized that it's an endless game. Example, like when you get a new pair of shoes or a new iPhone, it's cool for about a day, but then when you want next, you want a new pair of headphones, the next best thing, a new t-shirt, and I learned it's just an endless game. I'm going to be staying after if anyone wants to talk to me. During the Engage trip, I had a kid come up to me after I shared this speech, and it was honestly the greatest feeling ever. Someone just sit there and open up and just share other feelings, but it wouldn't be to help you, it would be to help me, because I feel helping other people would help me. And I feel I went through all this as a blessing in disguise, because I would not be here today if I did not experience all these things. So I feel God put me through all this for this to be my career, and I plan on doing something with counseling, helping youth kids, or I even thought about being a youth pastor. And I just wouldn't be here today if I went through all that, so I look at it the best way I could. And thank you for